Chargepoint stock price prediction and news update. Okay guys, so in this video we have some exciting news on the upcoming merger date between Chargepoint and Switchback Energy, trading under ticker symbol SBE. Before we get into the video guys, I want to talk about the promotion on Webull. So Webull is doing an awesome promotion and it ends pretty soon. You can get up to 4 free stocks worth up to $1,600 if you guys click this link in the description. So you guys click the link in the description, you can go to investortrip.com/Webull and you can get a stock like Google, Facebook, Starbucks, or more. And all you have to do is deposit at least $100 into your account and you can get those 4 free stocks, guys. So I love the Webull app. It's really awesome to use. I like it for making my watch lists and things like that. You can trade stocks for free. You can even trade cryptocurrency. So be sure to check out that offer, guys, by clicking the link in the description below. Okay, so back to Chargepoint. So Chargepoint, a lot of new news, and especially on the merger date. So you guys, in the previous videos I made, I first mentioned that the merger date was going to be on January 15th, and then that got pushed back to around January 27th. So the official new merger date, according to the newest SEC filing posted by Switchback Energy, is February 11th, 2021, guys. So I took a look at the SEC file. I'm going to put a link to that in the description as well. So it says Switchback is holding a special meeting of its shareholders in order to obtain the shareholders' approval necessary to complete the business combination. At the special meeting of shareholders to be held on February 11th, 2021 at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is when the shareholders will basically, guys like you, well me, and if you guys own the stock as well, will vote on this. So I expect the merger to get approved because Chargepoint is an excellent company, and seeing what's going on with the whole EV SPAT market in general, it looks like that a lot of people are waking up to the climate change issues and they're putting a lot of money in these EV stocks. So of course stocks like Tesla and NIO, but Chargepoint is definitely a stock to benefit as well, because of course where you've got Tesla and NIO, they sell the actual vehicles. Chargepoint is able to charge any type of EV vehicle. So that's not just passenger cars like Tesla sells, that's also commercial vehicles, trucks, tractors, vans, you name it. You can charge it with Chargepoint. So if we head over to the actual SEC release, and you can check this out below, we can see here that the company will be listed on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol CHPT. So obviously guys, this is awesome news. You know, it would have been probably better, I think personally, if Chargepoint had actually been listed under the NASDAQ, because it just seems like NASDAQ stocks have been crushing it lately, obviously stocks like Tesla and things like that. But a New York Stock Exchange listing is still pretty solid. There's still a lot of very valuable companies listed on the New York Stock Exchange, albeit those are a lot more bigger established companies, and Chargepoint is definitely a high growth company. It already has over 100 million in revenue, so I completely understand the logic for listing on the New York Stock Exchange. So it's just really good to kindly see a deal get done. It's a good idea because if these SPATs don't usually get a deal done within a year, they basically have to return money to shareholders, and we kind of would have wasted a lot of time, since I was, many people like me and other channels have been hyping up Chargepoint because we're really excited to see this technology available to the masses, and most importantly available for shareholders. So when they go to check out the stock, they're not just looking at SBE, which really doesn't mean anything to the average person, but they're seeing CHPT as the ticker symbol. So guys, to talk a little bit about the price prediction now, we're going to take a look at the chart here. So first of all, what I want to do is back things up, give you guys a 6-month overview. So the stock is up over 300% over the last 6 months, and it's been an incredible run. And I mentioned here how we're looking at basically some key support levels where we're looking at higher lows. So 13, 26, 33, and then the most recent low was around the same level or so, $33, $34. And now it looks like Chargepoint is in an uptrend, and what we're basically looking at here is buyers coming in, profit taking, buyers coming in, profit taking. But me personally, I bought in first at $14 or so, and I haven't really sold any shares. Looking at a lot of successful people, mainly a lot of the Teslaonaires that have been created over the last couple of months, where Tesla stock has risen, and I see that a lot of these guys, they don't really trade in and out of Tesla, they just continue to buy it and hold on to the shares. So that's kind of the strategy I'm using with Chargepoint. So where do I think Chargepoint stock is going in the future? Well, I think a lot of people are scared. They think on February 11th the stock is going to crash based on the merger being completed. And I think that a lot of people are kind of comparing apples and oranges here. So yes, while most SPAC stocks do crash, for instance, you got stocks like Canoe that crash, Nikola Motor, and many others that have kind of fallen off after the merger was done. I think the difference with Chargepoint is simply that the company's already making a lot of money, and I really wouldn't bet on this stock kind of plummeting basically after the merger is completed. I made a previous video whether you should buy the stock before or after the merger date, and I am all for buying the stock right now. If the stock does crash after the merger, I will more than happily buy more shares, because as right here my goal is to get literally as many shares as possible into this company. I mean, basically the stock price is under $50. To me, I talked to you guys earlier about my future stock price for this company over this decade is over $3,000 per share, and that's simply because Chargepoint is doing an immense effort to create a lot of value, not just for shareholders, but for the entire planet, guys. You know, every time you go outside and you see these gas guzzling ICE vehicles out here, you know, not only are they clunky and the technology is completely outdated. So, you know, gas guzzlers, ICE, internal combustible engine vehicles, these were invented like over 130 years ago, guys. So we're really dealing with this dinosaur, ancient technology here. And Chargepoint is going to be the biggest leader in the United States, kind of pushing people towards the new technology. And I definitely want to be a part of this. That's why I'm so adamant and so passionate about this company, particularly on this channel. And it's one of the ones that I've probably posted the most videos of over the last couple of months. So for me personally, I think Chargepoint is going to break out after the merger. I think betting against the stock, kind of like other stocks where people have been betting against Tesla, a lot of the Tesla bears out there, they've had to admit that they're just completely wrong. And I think people are going to be wrong about Chargepoint as well. So if we take a look at the 1-year chart and kind of back up here, we can see that most of these spats basically trade at like, you know, $10 is the initial price. So after this spat, kind of the merger was announced, the stock price for this spat has absolutely skyrocketed. So when you're looking at a company like Chargepoint that has already $100+ million of revenue, you know, baked in, awesome leadership. The CEO, Pascal Romano, he's Harvard educated guy, has an undergraduate degree from Harvard and a graduate degree from MIT. You're looking at this, the market leader in the United States in terms of charging stations, over 70% market share. And we just seen what Tesla has done, and Tesla is going to probably lose market share over time, even though they're producing more and more vehicles. You got a lot of companies coming out with their own electric vehicles over the next couple of years. But Chargepoint, I think, is the one clear-cut solution that all of these EV cars will benefit from. No matter whether you have an electric car from Ford, you have an electric car from Tesla, you have an electric car from Hyundai or Canoo or Lordstown Motor, you can charge your vehicle using Chargepoint's charger. So I think that's a huge selling point and a great bullish signal for this stock. So whether or not I think it's a strong buy, I think Chargepoint is always going to be a strong buy for me. Obviously, I'd prefer to buy on dips, but if you wanted to dollar cost average this one, I think this is a good strategy as well. So my future price target, I think it's going to soar actually after the merger. Right now, the market cap would only put Chargepoint at about you know, just about a $10 to $15 billion company. And looking at Tesla's valued at $800 billion. Do you really think that the largest charging network in the United States, which is a hugely lucrative EV market, just like China, so if Tesla's worth $800 billion, is the largest charging network going to be worth like $10 billion, $15 billion? That seems just completely illogical, right? So obviously that's kind of the rationale I'm looking at. I think eventually Chargepoint will be one of the top stocks to own over this decade. And while I think Tesla is going to be the most valuable company in the entire world, I think Chargepoint is going to have a lot of long-term gains. So right now I'm looking at around $60 after the merger, guys. So really interesting news. Okay, this gives you guys like another month to decide whether or not this stock is for you. Like I said, do your own research. But for me, Chargepoint is one of my top 3 positions and could end up being my top position before the merger date. But I think it's a strong buy. So that's it. Until next time, guys, please smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to receive more videos from me, and be sure to check out my free daily stock watch. I post that every Monday through Friday. You can grab that link in the description, and also subscribe to my private Discord to talk more about EV stocks in general. So that's it. Until next time, guys, take care.